Valmiki Ramayana, Ayodhya Kanda, Book number 2, Sarga 7, Roman numerals VII, Sarga 7, MANTHARÁ'S Lament. It chanced a slave-born handmaid bred, with Queen Kaikeyi fancy fed, mounted the stair and stood upon the terrace like the moon that shone. Thence Manthara at ease surveyed, Ayodhya to her eyes displayed. Where water cooled the royal street, where heaps of flowers were fresh and sweet, and costly flags and pennons hung on roof and tower, their shadow flung. With covered ways prepared in haste, and many an awning newly placed, with sandals scented, streams bedewed, thronged by a new bathed multitude, whose streets were full of Brahman bands, with wreaths and sweetmeats in their hands. Loud instruments their music raised, and through the town, where'er she gazed, the doors of temples glittered white, and the maid marveled at the sight of Rama's nurse, who, standing by, gazed with a joy expanded eye. In robes of purest white attired, the wondering damsel thus inquired, Does Rama's mother give away rich largesse to the crowds today, on some dear object fondly bent, or blessed with measureless content? What mean these signs of rare delight on every side that meet my sight? Say, will the king with joy elate some unhappy triumph celebrate? Some happy triumph celebrate. The nurse with transport uncontrolled, her glad tale to the humpback told. Our Lord the King tomorrow morn will consecrate his eldest born, and rise in Pushya's favoring hour, Prince Rama to the royal power. As thus the nurse her tidings spoke, rage in the humpback's breast awoke. Down from the terrace, like the head of high Kailasha hill, she sped. Sin in her thoughts, her soul aflame, where Queen Kaikeyi slept she came. Why sleepest thou? She cried. Arise, peril is near, unclose thine eyes. Ah, heedless queen, too blind to know what floods of sin above thee flow. Thy boasts of love and grace are o'er, thine is the show and nothing more. His favor is an empty cheat, a torrent dried by summer's heat. Thus by the artful maid addressed, in cruel words from raging breast, the queen, sore troubled, spoke in turn, What evil news have I to learn? That mournful eye, that altered cheek, of sudden woe or danger speak. Such were the words Kaikeyi said. Then Manthara, her eyeballs red, with fury skilled with treacherous art, to grieve yet more her lady's heart. From Rama, in her wicked hate, Kaikeyi's love to alienate. Upon her evil purpose bent, began again most eloquent. Peril awaits thee swift and sure, and utter woe defying cure. King Dasharatha will create Prince Rama, heir associate. Plunged in depths of wild despair, my soul a prey to pain and care. As though the flames consumed me zeal has brought me for my lady's will. Thy grief, my queen, is grief to me. Thy gain my greatest gain would be. Proud daughter of a princely line, the rights of consort queen are thine. How art thou born of royal race, blind to the crimes that kings debase. Thy Lord is gracious to deceive, and flatters but thy soul to grieve. While thy pure heart, that thinks no sin, knows not the snares that hem thee in. Thy husband's lips on thee bestow soft soothing word, an empty show. The wealth, the substance, and the power, this day will be Kaushalya's dower. With crafty soul thy child he sends to dwell among thy distant friends. And every rival, far from sight, to Rama gives the power and might. Ah me, for thou, unhappy dame, deluded by a husband's name, with more than mother's love hast pressed a serpent to thy heedless breast, and cherished him who works thee woe, no husband, but a deadly foe. For like a snake unconscious queen, or enemy who stabs unseen, King Dasharatha, all untrue, has dealt with thee and Bharat too. Ah, simple lady, long beguiled by his soft words, who falsely smiled, poor victim of the guiltless breast, a happier fate thou meritest. For thee and thine destruction waits, when he Prince Rama consecrates. Up, lady, while there yet it's time, preserve thyself, prevent the crime. Up from thy up from thy careless ease and free thyself, O queen, thy son and me. Delighted at the words she said, Kaikeyi lifted from the bed, like autumn's moon, her radiant head, and joyous at the tidings gave a jewel to the humbeck slave. And as she gave the precious toy, she cried in her exceeding joy, Take this, dear maiden, for thy news, most grateful to mine ear and choose. What grace beside most fitly may the welcome messenger repay. I joy that Rama gains the throne. Kaushalya's son is as mine own. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So this chapter is about a hunchback maiden to Queen Kaikei. She saw all these festivities going on in Ayodhya, and she was surprised and eager to know what's going on. So basically, she found out that tomorrow is Rama's coronation. And when she found out that, she became very morose. She didn't like the idea. So she went to Kaikei, a queen, Kaikei, queen of one of the queens of King Dasharatha, and she complained how and what is happening. She complained that Rama is going to be coronated as the new king of Ayodhya, and that's not fair because she wanted Kaikei's son Bharat to be enthroned as the king. So she made up all this big drama, and Kaikei didn't care what she said, but she was very happy to hear the good news that Rama is going to be king. So she gave a jewel to Manthara. She gave her a jewel and all the blessings to for the good news, for the new good tidings. And this is how it ends this chapter. Sarga 7, Manthara's Lament. Beautiful. Okay, ciao.